Welcome to the Bendeno Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Sophie. If they didn't like you then, they sure aren't going to like you now. Sophie Cunningham has been making waves with the new podcast that she is now featured in, courtesy of The Volume. Sophie Cunningham letting it all out and not holding back one bit. She calls out the old guard. She calls out the people out there who refuse to say Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. People who would rather say this person and that person. What about her? What about her? No, there is only one face of the WNBA. There's only one person that has casuals sitting down in front of a TV, glued to their sofa, watching the WNBA. Sophie Cunningham also talks about how teams target being rough with Caitlin Clark. We got to toughen her up. We got to rough her up a little bit. We got to really show her what it's like over here in the WNBA. And Sophie Cunningham says there's how we treat rookies, and then we had to add a little something extra for Caitlin Clark. She also talks about defending Caitlin Clark in that viral Connecticut Sun game and what the locker room chatter was between her and Caitlin Clark after that game. First off, let's start with the face of the league comment. Sophie Cunningham says she's pissed when people say Caitlin Clark isn't the face of the league, and she drops a couple F-bombs, a couple four-letter words. Uh-oh.
And it literally pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. We have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as fuck.
Oh, you're dumb as shit. I thought I was harsh. You're literally dumb as... Yeah, there are some known players in the league. Yeah, there are some... Wait. Oh, yeah, that's Sabrina. Oh yeah, that's Asia. Yeah, there are some known players in this league, but we're talking about face of the league. That's when we just need to bring facts to the table and leave all biases to the side. Who draws the attendance? Who draws the rating? Highest selling jersey. You bring her up in conversation, people automatically know who you're talking about. They don't need to break out their phone, go to google.com. Who is that again? Paige. And how do I spell that last name? Bekker? No. You guys understand my point. Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. And Sophie Cunningham actually looks like even talking about this conversation, having this conversation, it actually seems like it really does piss her off.
Literally pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Getting all antsy.
Sabrina? No.
Huh? What?
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. We have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as fuck.
Damn. Sophie Cunningham not pulling any punches. Oh, this podcast is going to be gold. This new podcast, the Sophie Cunningham, is going to be absolute gold, especially if we're not watching what we need to say, especially if we don't have a script right in front of us. Okay, I got to hit that bullet point. I got to hit that bullet point. Oh, the WNBA wants me to cover this narrative and cover this narrative. Oh, I don't have a script. I can say what I want. Oh, well, let me cook up then. Let's take a look. Sophie Cunningham talking about in her rookie season, players feeling the need to toughen Caitlin Clark up, the lies, the targets that is on Caitlin Clark's back. Let's take a look.
You have seen players in our league try to toughen up Caitlin. We call her Cece. Cece. Even when I wasn't on her team. I know the talks that Phoenix had a lot.
Even when I wasn't on her team. So now that she's on her team, she sees it. And even when she wasn't on Caitlin Clark's team, she saw it. She was in those locker rooms. She heard the chatter behind the doors, what the players were talking about, how we're going to go after Cece, how we're going to target Cece. And if you guys remember, last year, Phoenix Mercury, we put belt to ass to the Phoenix Mercury every single game last year. Remember last year, Phoenix Mercury? Caitlin Clark tries to save the ball from Kalia Copper. Kalia Copper loses her wig. Not literally loses her. She loses her mind. I mean, she loses her mind. Excuse me. Bad choice of words. Bad choice of words. She tries to get in Cece's face, not realizing, I'm just trying to help you out here. The ball was about to hit you in the head. Sorry, Cock Copper. I'll just let the ball hit you next time. Natasha Cloud getting into it with Kelsey Mitchell and Temmie Fagbenley. Temmie, we miss you, Temmie. We miss you. Temmie Fagbenley coming up and saying, we're not having this on my watch, folks. We're not having this on my watch at all. Stepping in between, getting in the Phoenix Mercury's face. So the Phoenix Mercury, last year they weren't too happy with Caitlin Clark.
Like, you have seen players in our league try to like toughen up Caitlin. We call her Cece. Cece. Even when I wasn't on her team, like I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of like, no, we're gonna prove her, we're gonna show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And like, I get it to a certain extent. And like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're gonna treat them. But there's just more for her. So it's her second year. And like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like, actually, it's just too much. Too much. Like,
what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? Sophie Cunningham. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. Honestly, without Sophie Cunningham, this team probably would have been getting punked a lot more than they're already getting punked. We got to be honest here. Team still gets punked. We're still on the receiving end of getting punked every single game. Okay, we're going to AB in the paint, right? We're gonna Lexi Hull. We're gonna hit you with the forearm. We're gonna hit you with the push off. The Indiana Fever still get roughed up. They still are on the receiving end, but without Sophie Cunningham, man, it might be worse. It might be 10 times worse.
There's just more for her. So it's her second year. And like now being on her team and like seeing it, I'm like, what are people doing? Like, actually, it's just too much.
It's too much. It's too much. Remember what we heard last year? Oh, it's a physical league. Oh, it's a physical league. You can't deal with the physicality. And Gina Warrior, she's slow. She's not strong enough. It's a physical league. You people, blah, 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 blah. ESPN, it's a physical league. Welcome to the WNBA where it's physical and this is allowed and blah, blah, blah. But now Sophie Cunningham has her own podcast. Now Sophie Cunningham has a voice out in the public space that she's going to be utilizing quite often, trying to offer counterpoints to some of the narratives that are going on and being pushed by the media. And the physicality was one of those narratives. So now that ESPN has caught wind of Sophie Cunningham and her podcast, now ESPN is slowly backtracking with, it went from a physical league to now Caitlin Clark has actually been targeted.
I think Caitlin's had a little bit of a target on her back probably since she came into the league. She pushes back though, Ramona.
Yeah, some of that is just hazing. Some of that is exactly what Sophie said. But I also think that she's defined herself as the enforcer now. And I think the fact that her teammates have her back and they're going to stand up for her is what they've been...
Well, not all her teammates. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Not all the teammates, but a couple.
I think Caitlin's had a little bit of a target on her back probably since she came into the league. She pushes back though, Ramona.
Yes.
Target on her back. Some of it's hazing, but some of it's what Sophie Cunningham said. Some of it is what Sophie Cunningham said. They want to toughen Caitlin Clark up. This is a time for a come up. How am I going to get my name out there? Shout out to Dejanay Carrington. I know what I'll do. I'll start imitating Caitlin Clark. I'll start following her around. I'll start poking out her eye. I'll start playing physical. I'll start going after her fans on Twitter. Dejanay. Let's hear what Sophie Cunningham had to say about the brawl, shall we?
Was stone cold.
Dude, but that's what I'm saying
It was so sick.
I think
it was so sick.
people legit are like, it's all... I'm like, dude.
That was real. You had her like...
I didn't even have her by the hair. Because I feel like girls are kind of like...
It's always hair.
It's always hair. I'm like, my mom, Paula, she's always like, if you're going to do something, don't be catty. Don't go the hair. Like, you better... If you're going to do it, do it.
She's saying it's like cheap.
Yeah. And so I grabbed her by the neck, but I was calm, cool, and collected.
No,
like I knew, I was like, if you're going to do something to her, then do it.
And you got tossed.
And it was 2-on-1. Yeah, I got tossed.
2-on-1.
Did she?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was 2-on-1. It was 2-on-1. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. She 2-on-1, 1-on-1, 3-on-1. It's all gonna end the same.
Yeah. Then we're good. But so in a situation like that, does Caitlin come up to you after and say like, because the internet whole thing was, look at fucking Sophie sticking up for Caitlin. Like, this is dope.
But I was.
No, I know you were.
But in the locker room, I think she was like,
Real quick, because some people were saying Sophie wasn't sticking up for Caitlyn. It was like a play earlier in the game, and Sophie Cunningham wanted her get back. It was sticking up for Caitlyn. So Sophie's seen enough. She's had enough. Enough. I've seen enough. I've had enough, and enough is enough.
but I was.
No, I know you were.
But in the locker room, I think she was like, finally.
Damn.
Like finally someone else. I was like, dude, I got you. Like but I think that kind of had our.
Finally, The Rock has come back. Finally, somebody sticks up for me. I went all last year getting abused. Up and down, left and right, getting hip checked by Kennedy Carter, lying on the floor, only for AB to slowly make her way over and help me up. Getting into Victoria Vivian's face. She got in my face, I got in her face. Ezzy Magabor, Stone Cold clocked me across my head. Angel Reese, Stone Cold clocked me across my head. Diamond and Shields going straight football play, taking me out in the open field, going after a loose ball, and not a damn teammate, not one, stood up for her. Temi Feg-Bentley was probably the most stern when it came to standing up for Caitlin Clark, but she was on the bench most of the time that these occurrences happened. When she was on the floor, when Temi was on the floor, a lot of stuff just didn't seem to happen quite as often, but it is what it is. Now that Sophie Cunningham is here, Sophie Cunningham in the starting lineup. We're going to get Caitlin Clark in the starting lineup. I'm sure there's going to be more cheap shots this season. Of course, there's going to be more cheap shots this season. It wouldn't be the WNBA without it. But these players are now having platforms, right? We got Sophie with her podcast. Sydney Colson has her podcast. Aaliyah Boston has her podcast. The more that these players talk about it and bring it out into the open, you'd have to think that the ladies in the league would become embarrassed and discouraged to continue behaving the way that they've been behaving the last year and a half. But this is the WNBA. 99% of this league are just petty, jealous women. So I don't want to get my hopes up, but at least the public embarrassment's going to be there, right? Right. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That means so much to me. Folks, where are we at here? I got that glare out of here. I know that glare's been lurking. Let me know if this is a little bit better. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.